Good Friday afternoon, everybody. This is Gino, and I'm going to discuss how the BCS playoff, or whatever they're going to call it, is a win-win for all college fans. It is a win-win for all college fans because everyone that was all the way from wanting a playoff to all the way over here, everybody wanting everything to stay the same, just have the current bowl system. We all win. We're all not going to get our way in this situation. Nothing can ever be perfect. But I think in this case, everybody wins because we get a basically +1 system, but it's a 14 playoff, so it's essentially going to be a Final Four and will not mess up the current bowl system. And the regular season, more importantly, will be maintained because, in my opinion, college football has the best postseason. College football has the best regular season in all of sports. You can put that up with the NFL. Sorry, I like the NFL as much as anything. They're king, but they don't touch them. NBA, NHL, MLB, soccer, anything else on the planet. Nothing matches a regular season college football game because there's so much that counts into that one game. Potentially, if you lose, your season could be done on just like one fell swoop. So that's at least going to be maintained. But within the playoff, there could be a chance you could lose a game depending on how good you are and still be able to get one of the 4 seeds for the contingent playoff they're going to have starting in 2014. So they're going to break it down essentially to 6 bowl games that will be in some kind of rotation. So I'm going to assume there are current BCS bowls that will be involved: Rose, Orange, Sugar, and Fiesta. I'm going to figure that the other 2 bowls outside of BCS that will be included in this new system would be the Cotton Bowl, since most of the fans and media have been talking about how the Cotton Bowl should be a BCS bowl game anyways because of its past prestige of being up there with the Rose Bowl, Sugar Bowl, etc. So it'll be the Cotton Bowl. I think the other bowl will probably be, just off of how long the bowl's been around, the Sun Bowl. But it really doesn't matter. It's just my preference. I think it'll be the Sun Bowl. And it will be interesting because the games will be on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Thank God. Growing up as a little kid, New Year's Day was the place to be for college bowl games. That was like the premier day. January 1, you had the Rose Bowl, you had the Orange Bowl, you had the Fiesta going, the Cotton Bowl. I mean, you had like everything all in one day basically. And yeah, in some cases, the national championship would be January 2nd. But 80% of the time, the championship game will be on January 1st. I'm glad that at least within this playoff, albeit it will be in the same structure as the BCS in terms of the timing of the national championship. It'll still be around January 7th or 8th, but at least we get the good teams playing. We'll have the top 4 seeds playing either New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. That's all that matters. It's about time we get back to that because we kind of fell off on that with the current format of the BCS. Now it does not really benefit the lower tier teams, the mid majors in Division 1. Like some people will say that yes, it did. The new system is supposed to benefit those teams like a Boise or a Central Florida, for example. But it really doesn't, because now what they're basically telling you is you can't run around with the same schedule you're going to play. Yeah, Boise State has had trouble scheduling tougher teams to have them come to their house. You know, they keep saying, come play on in our home turf. Now, give them credit. They've played one tough game a year. But the problem is because they're in the Mountain West and they're not a good conference compared to the Big 12 or the Big 10 or SEC. Unfortunately, their games, like in terms of the quality of level of the teams they're playing, is just doesn't compare to a Michigan or Ohio State or Florida or Texas. So it's going to put them under the 8 ball playing one good team every year, and they're always going to be under that microscope. Oh, they should never be in the playoff or be in a national championship. So in this case, I think it's going to have to force those schools to start, somehow play on the road if you had to. Play the Nebraskas, play the Oklahomas if you have to get recognized in the country. So we will see how this works out, but this is for the common good of college football. It's the next step that needed to happen for our great sport. And on a sad note, I will leave out today with some condolences for the shootings in Colorado today, which left 71 shot, which was 59 wounded and 12 dead. May God speed all your lives. Have a good day and God bless.